And
Let's talk about some of the scandals we've had.
well, there's the man-eating beast of Continental Inn.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Well, I guess we won't mention the film because he might
Right.
be. But there is somebody who's shooting a film. Had a whole bunch of actors there.
And it was in the, I don't know if you remember the Continental Inn on New Circle and Winchester Road.
Winchester Road.
It's tore down now.
They probably wisely put holy salt on there too.
I don't know.
But before they tore it down, this person negotiated some kind of deal with them where we pretty much had the run of the entire hotel, like
Yeah, it was.
everything. And they had one guard there at night so kids didn't break in.
So it was abandoned?
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much. Now, one of the actors wanted to be the main lead of the film, but he simply couldn't do it.
He couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, he couldn't pull it off,
He was more of a character actor instead of a leading man.
and it just didn't.
Never be a leading man.
Yeah.
Never.
It didn't work. And
Character actor, maybe.
Character actor. Well, it turns out it was like 4 in the morning. We were filming a scene with actually Cherokee. The security guard opens the door. He is raising Cain. He is
I
madder than
remember
hell.
he comes in, he said, "Are these boys with you?"
Boys, with you.
And George's like, "What'd you guys do?" He goes, "I'll let these boys tell it." And then turns around and walks out.
Tell them what you did. Tell them what you did.
And they were like, "We weren't doing anything."
So we.
The filmmaker let it drop. He dropped it. He just let it go. You can bleep that out for me, maybe. But I thought maybe they were smoking pot or getting high or something like that.
The next day, I ran into the filmmaker, and he's laughing at me. He's like, and I'm like, "What's going on?" He said, "I talked to the security guard." And I said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "Well, the security guard was walking around the perimeter, and he thought they were shooting a scene where a zombie or monster is eating a dude." Out. Turns out they were actually sucking the guy's dick. So,
And the funny thing is the guy getting his dick sucked was not gay.
see, and the funny thing is
Kind of drunk.
yeah, he was very drunk. So I guess the moral of the story is don't get very drunk on a film set. Whoops. Oops. The one thing is after the security guard, I was the guy who had to take all these dudes home. And I had no idea of the context. It took the character actor 30 minutes to get out of my car. Okay, you need to get out of my car. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, you need to get out of my car. It's 4 in the morning. I need to go home. Okay, so we can stay around. And
The character actor was kind of obvious he was gay.
yeah,
Not a big deal. If gay's your thing, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you. That's yeah. Neither one of these guys are acting anymore in the community.
Well, I've heard the character actor might be doing gay porn, but that's what I've heard. But I don't know if that's true. But the other guy, the recipient, I guess, when I dropped him off, he was like, "If anyone says anything, I want to kick his ass." I had no idea what happened. I was like, "Did they smoke dope? What's going?"
That's just what I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought they were just smoking dope or something. He was like mad. He was like, "If anyone says anything, Jerry, I'm gonna beat him with my ass." And I'm like, "Whoa, okay, dude."
Beat him with my ass.
So I dropped I dropped him off. Then I had a couple of other actors. I'm sure they don't mind me mentioning. I had to drop 2 other actors, Mike Van Zant, Billy Blackwell. And these guys are mad because their scenes were cut short because of what happened. So they're mad. So I'm driving all these angry, crazy, upset actors. And, the first thing I ran into the director next morning, "You'll never guess what happened." And
Yeah, it was when I was leaving that night, and
we nearly poisoned. That was the night we nearly poisoned Cherokee too.
that was interesting. So I was in the scene. I'm drinking. It's supposed to be wine, so it's like a deep red color, but it was like Hawaiian punch or something like that. And so the scene, I finished it. I drink it all, and the other actor, Mike Van Zant, said, "I'll refill it for you." It's like, okay, and I gave it to him, and they call action. I take a drink, and it is not Hawaiian punch. And I immediately, my gag reflex just kicks in, and I spit it all back out. And I'm like, "What was that?" And he goes, "I got it from this bottle over here." and it was that
Window cleaner.
window
Oh,
cleaner.
Fabuloso or something.
Something like that. It's, yeah, like generic window cleaner.
So me
So
and
Jerry calls the poison control hotline on the back of it.
and it's closed. And I said, "Well, Cherokee, you're dead, man." You know?
Call back between the hours of 8 a.m. and 7 p.m.
And so we were debating before we were interrupted. Like me and Belinda, were like, should we take Cherokee to the hospital? And of course, Belinda's like, I'm looking at him. He hasn't lost, you know. And
I didn't
she's
swallow any of it.
So we were
As
like,
soon as it hit my tongue, the taste. This is not Hawaiian Punch, and I was
So-
sipping it like you do wine. I wasn't like, whoa.
so that whole evening was crazy. We nearly poisoned an actor. There was oral sex on the set, and
Not on film.
and not on film. And there was like angry police / security officer. Man, you can't go wrong.
That was pretty awesome. But yeah, before I left that night, I was out of my truck, and one of the guys in the crew come running out to me. He was waving me down, and he was dying laughing. He goes, "Do you know what they were doing?" I was like, "Probably smoking pot." He goes, "No. So-and-so was sucking so-and-so's dick." I was like, "Oh, my God."
So that was. So of course I was like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed the next day, but the director had a pretty good laugh about it.
Yeah, he's always got a good attitude.
But we were, yeah, you can't make that stuff up. It's like, I remember, me and Belinda were terrified that Cherokee was going to be dead. And he's like, he drank window cleaner. I'm like, oh God, Jerry, he drank window cleaner. He's going to be dead. And then we were like trying to, does anyone know CPR? So we were like kind of filling it out. And, that's
What, has there been any, you stop it?
Oh yeah, I was gonna stop it.